Hey, internet. Um, I just want to do a little signal boost for Disc Golf Neil, who is cool. I don't know him, we haven't talked or anything, but he's very similar to me from the little bit that I have watched of his stuff, which seems very cool. He just put out a video, which I will show you the thingy. Um, Looks like that. It's called Power Pocket Number One Tip. I've also learned from this video that I have the wrong number of monitors. I only have two, so I will remedy that immediately. But I think the video is great. I think you should go watch it. It has 3.5K views. It came out a day ago. Why I say that with confusion on my face is that he only has 1K subs. So, point being, if you like my stuff, you'd probably like his stuff, just like you'd probably like Bunky's stuff from Discs MD. So go sub to those guys because they need more subs. They should have more subs. So go check them out. I'll link to the video in the blah blah down below. Please go watch it. I think it's very groovy. He's talking about scapular protraction, which I believe he's correct. We do not talk about enough. I don't talk about enough. And why it's important. So I have a little, I'm not just going to regurgitate his video, as useful as that would probably be. Go watch his though. But the main drill he has is it says, okay, find a wall, get in like this, what we think of as normal square position. So I'm just from the top, I'm just making a box, right? It's Josh's box drill. Just get in that position. And here, when you start to rotate, oops, you're collapsing, right? So just feel how much structure it takes in your shoulder to avoid collapse, to have a certain amount of pressure from your rotation or your lean and feel that structure. And then protract. So the way that you protract is to extend your elbow out. And that, like, holy crap, it's a very good drill. Thanks, Neil. So this just puts your shoulder in a better structure. Like, that's nuts, just feeling the difference. So go try his drill, go watch his video, go try it. It's opening my eyes to how important that is. Like, I knew that, but I didn't know it in my body, right? So that's a great drill. A little more explanation. Here's where I can add to what he already did. I am, on paper, a certified yoga teacher. I haven't done anything with it, but I do have a certification. I've also studied a bunch of internal martial arts, Qigong, Tai Chi, Bagua, that kind of stuff. So old ladies in the park doing this, that's me. Not an old lady yet, but there's time. Anyways, that kind of more esoteric body knowledge of like martial arts and yoga knowledge, I feel like that's kind of the next thing that's going to get injected into disc golf awareness, and Neil is doing that, not with that mindset, but that's the level of stuff we're talking about here. So my little addition to that, in roughly every book on Tai Chi that has ever been published, there is this silly little exercise which is actually really cool. Like, did I do it with the kids? I think I did do it with the kids when I was teaching martial arts. It's called the unbendable arm. So the idea is that you have a partner standing in front of you. You put your arms, elbows up on their shoulders, and they're gonna try to bend your elbows. So I'm here, and they're gonna try to bend my elbows. So first I use like strong Westerner man energy, and I'm like making everything as strong as I can, and I'm gonna hold, and they're gonna bend my elbows, and it's really easy for them to bend my elbows because it's easy for muscular strength to overcome muscular strength. But then the drawing in these videos is of a kid doing the thing, and their arms are turned into fire hoses that are just shooting water out of them. So like, even just by sparking my fingers like this, to use a yoga term, it's going to change the connectivity of the connective tissue in my arm. So if I use muscle, it locks everything up. And like when I use muscle, like you see this happen. it's not a good position to throw a disc in, but this is much better. So these kinds of cues that you would get for things like Tai Chi and yoga and martial arts can be really helpful to us as athletes. So anyways, what happens when the kid has a visualization of, okay, my arms are fire hoses, I'm just projecting weird Tai Chi energy that way. When they do that, it changes the physical structure of their arm, and then someone can't bend their arm anymore. Like the kids are trying to, overcome structure with muscle, and it doesn't work. So I really feel that that's the same thing that's happening in this wall drill that Neil did. So here with my shoulder in this position, I don't have good structure. This joint from shoulder to elbow is a 90-degree angle, and that is a weak structure. It's going to bend. When I protract my shoulder, now I get from here through this shoulder to my elbow, I get a curve. So I'm making my shoulder not be square, but I'm making it be round. And I'm engaging a lot of musculature around my shoulder in order to do that. That's why here with a 90 degree, this is weak. And then when I protract and stick my shoulder as far forward as I can, I have better structure. I have an arcing path that's a lot easier to just put a lot more force into and not collapse. So when I'm in my reach back and I have a bunch of weight here, or 175 grams, if I can keep this rounded shoulder position, it's way easier for me to drive the elbow forward if this structure is more sound. So we can structure it like mechanically like this, as we've done before, thank you Loop Ghost, or we can structure it with, biology, physiology, biomechanics. If I can engage shoulder muscle better and hold this here better, it's going to be easier for me to keep my elbow from collapsing and just have a better structure in order to drive the disc from, excuse me. So learn Tai Chi is the short answer. But I think play around with the wall drill. Go watch Neil's video. Next time you're on the course, do the stupid thing. Do the unbendable arm drill. Like it can be kind of eye-opening how much more athletic usefulness is in that kind of Eastern mode of thinking of structuring. So this unbendable arm exercise is the same thing as protract your shoulder. It's making the unbendable shoulder exercise. So that's my vote. Do Tai Chi. So go watch Neil's stuff. Sub his channel while you're at it. Go sub to Bunky's channel while you're at it. If you're not subbed onto my channel, if I was a good YouTuber, I would say I know the stats from how many of you aren't subbed. I don't know, but it's a lot of you. Anyways, sub to the channel. Code for Upper Park Disc Golf discount is down there. I remembered the name this time. Also, there's lots of space on my Patreon. It's winter up here in about 5 minutes, and it coaching kind of tapers off a little bit. So if you want to spend some time over the off season working on your form, now is a great time to hop on the Patreon. There's lots of space there, which means I have more time to spend more time with people who want to send me videos. So please do that if you're interested. All right. Good luck, Internet. Go do Tai Chi.